right now, I never thought I would be in the space I'm in. I'm so happy. And I have so much light to give the world that I know if I wasn't broken open like I was through that situation, I would have not been as woke as I am now.
Yeah.
So, and I thank God all the time now for just this new light on life.
Yeah. Tell us about what you're up to now.
I'm having fun. So, originally I was.
And you look, and you're vibrant.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I can't.
It's like you're glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just the hair.
Yes.
Just overall.
Look, you guys have me blushing now. I'm super, super excited. So originally I was trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grow up. Like I got to, the kids are teenagers. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Like the kids are teenagers. Like, what am I going to do? I didn't have the responsibility that I did of my father anymore. So it was like, okay, what? And the best thing I did for myself was showing up. That's what my friend Sarah and I just kept. We were trying to think of what we would name a show or to do a podcast, or because that's what, of course, everybody was saying. Go do a podcast. Go do a podcast. And I was like, oh, come on. Concrete was a big part of helping me shake me up. He's like, Khool Aid, what are you doing? Like, come out to the world. Just come and we'll help you. And if you don't know who Concrete is, he's a really funny comedian. He's awesome. You have to follow. I know you know who Concrete is.
It's funny because they did a Strawberry Sunday video that got like a few 100,000 followers and likes, and I just it was so cool seeing it out on there.
Hey, we need to do something. Let's do one.
I'm done. I wouldn't know where to start because when it comes to being creative with those type of videos, I wouldn't know where to start.
No, I'm saying let's bring back the old school. Let's bring back some of those old school nights.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. I've been asked.
People keep asking me, and I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to bring that vibe back and that energy. I mean, we had some crazy, we were running Pasadena, you guys in Pena, and we had some fun. And I would have never thought that you guys would have been like back then when we were all running, like you're sitting here listening to my stories with Bobby and where my motivation is. That was always my motivation.
Yeah.
I would have never known you guys were as light as you were. I mean, you were the the hot young street promoters who had all the everybody and everything around them. And just to see the light you're living under now is freaking incredible.
But I'll tell you this, we've gotten beat up, and it's been through our relationships. Like, John's going to be on the podcast. He has some stories to tell, and John's always a good storyteller.
I love you, John. I miss
you. And I told him you were going to be on here, and he was happy to. He also said hello.
That's my big dog right there.
And but we've got him beat up, and let's call that life.
Yeah.
And how wonderful and what an opportunity
to be beat up.
To be beat up. That's a conversation,
right? It's totally a conversation
versus being like, this happened to me and that happened to me, and And
I look back at it now. I look back at some of the beat ups and I'm like, now nothing can scare me. It's like, okay, I see why that was done and why that happened in my life. I understand.
Yeah.
It's very like freeing.
Yeah.
When you don't have to worry about what if this happens, what if that happens. You can just be out in the world.
Yeah.
And now you get to just create from there.
So to pick it up from your question and what you asked me, that's what I had to do is just show up because I didn't have an answer. So I showed up and just started dabbling with different things. And my son was like, hey, Mom, your genre is cracking right now. Like the music you did is cracking. And he started playing some records for me. And he started out with a Lefty Gunplay record. And then it was Songs That Sound Like. And then Rowdy Rax came on. And I'm like, oh, my God, this guy's incredible. Who's this? And then Chito Ranes. And then there's all these kids that I'm looking and I'm like, what the heck? This is everything I was crying for, fighting for, that nobody was listening to back then.
Yeah.
Nobody as far as the streets were listening.
Yeah.
But you know damn well, like there were times where like people would clown me for what I did and for what I represented. And oh, there she goes, like they didn't get it. Like even our peers. But I stuck to it because I knew that's what the streets wanted. So
have you been in communication with I've in the last 2 years, I've been in communication with Big.
Yes, I do. Big's my brother till I die.
When I had my car dealership, I hooked him up with a Mercedes Sprinter. That he has a Mercedes Sprinter and he converted it into a limousine. He came into my house, he picked it up, and that guy's such a big teddy bear man.
You know what Big told me when I was coming back to and this goes back to your question you asked me about what I'm doing now. So then once I popped my head back out, all the artists, even the young artists, were like, wow, like, it's so dope to see you back.
Yeah.
And embraced me and started inviting me out and like,
you're loved, Khool Aid.
I didn't.
It's because of who you are.
I forgot, and I forgot how much I loved. I forgot how much I loved. I forgot how much I loved the culture. Yeah. I forgot how much I loved the music. I forgot how much gangster rap was my soul music and the stories of it. And it's like I came back to life. And then now I'm able to mentor so many young artists. And unfortunately, this is what we were talking about with Bobby. That's been a little tough for me is unfortunately, when we were young, it was like in hip hop, the D-boys were cool. You know, the dealers were cool, not the users. Yeah. And right now it's became a norm. It's became okay to use. It's like, how bad can I watch this artist crash out? Yeah. I'm going to like them even more. And I don't feel good about it when it's a young artist that I connect with that I know has something so deep and special and dope inside and such a story. And then to see him crash out, but then to sit down on a couch with them and be able to just get all the love in the world and see what they could be. It's like, I'm not going to sit around and exploit that. I know a lot of these labels will do it, or the clickbait is what you want or whatever, or you want to go get the bags that way. Okay, you do you. But me as a human, I'm going to identify the people that I creatively think are dope. I'm going to identify where they can do better and point it out to them.
How are you doing that?
Pointing it out to them and just being there and just letting them know there's another side. Like, look, when you need help like this, I'm just going to let you know, like the whip it epidemic that kills me. You know, the kids weren't running around with I'll go in the studio and like, they would never do that. The helium tanks, like, and the balloons, like passing it in the studio. I'm like, I cannot imagine DJ Quick doing that back in the day, or like some of the homies. We would have been clowning each other. Corrupt. I would have clowned the shit if they were sitting there with a helium tank. And I'm like, what are we doing, guys? Like, that shit hurts me. So I'll tell an artist, and sometimes they'll take it.
Well, maybe you got to get your podcast going.
It's the mom. It's the mom in me. I'm out here as mom, like, because I care. I fucking care. And if you don't like me for it, I'm not going to judge you. Like, I'm going to be there till you can figure it out. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to run from you. I'm going to be there.
You've seen every side of the spectrum, and you're able to tell them, "Hey, I've seen where that road's going to take you."
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is your platform has to be loud enough where they could hear you.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah. That's what I'm working on. You know, because it's so many. Everything is so. There's so much out there, you know, and you got to keep up. You have to stay so consistent. And right now, I'll be completely honest with you. Yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out. I was on a roll. I was killing it with the videos, with the, I found a really cool zone that I love, which is taking the young artists, finding out who the OG that they want to collab with is, and then getting them together. Because I think there's like a lot of power in that, because you'll have somebody who the streets look up to, like a Conejo, which was on the run in Mexico for murder for years, for decades. And then, not decades, but years, a very, very long time. And now he's probably one of the best fathers on the planet, one of the best humans, a successful actor, is just one of the biggest hearts in the world. And to see that transformation, and to see like the transformation with little one, to see the transformation with like a Mr. Shadow now that they're older and, you know, from their experiences, like, I feel like they can really mentor these younger cats and try and stop them from making some of the same mistakes a little earlier that we made, you know? And it is what it is. But what I was telling you is I'm having trouble creating because of what's going on right now. The Mexican-American community means everything to me. And what's going on in our world.
Yeah, like it says in the Bible, this too shall pass. And I'm with you too, because, you know, my father has a soccer league. The teams are calling him like, hey, can you reschedule? And this is sports. It's good. It keeps kids off.
Right.
But, you know, we just got to see how we could empower and make our, you know, our platform or our magnaphone even louder. And you, out of all people, you're loud without even saying anything, just because of who you are.